Welcome to Unplugged with Nicki Marie. Pinch me now. We're sitting outside of Fenway Park, outdoors at the iconic Boston's Eastern Standard Restaurant. I've got my glass of Sauvignon Blanc because I'm a patio on the patio. And today's mantra is, don't be afraid to be you. Our guest who has that mantra all over his merch, all over his social media pages is Jackson Olson of the Savannah Bananas. I'm going to tell you a little story. I started watching Jackson over the pandemic, and I immediately fell in love with his zest for life, his ability to show up authentic, like a big goofball who also can play a mad game of baseball. And now he's a team member of the sold out viral sensation, selling out MLB stadiums, Savannah Bananas. And today's episode with Jackson Olson is about staying in the game. And from my take, selfishly, I want to talk about raising boys into great men. Welcome to the show, Jackson Olson. Jackson Olson, we're sitting here outside of Fenway Park. You're a Yankees fan. We won't get into that yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But we're here in Boston, Massachusetts. You're straight off the plane to the Uber, to the hotel, and to sit here. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
So what makes you say yes to things that you're like, I don't know this crazy woman?
It was probably the 1 million followers on Instagram now.
Maybe.
No, it was just whenever someone reaches out and is very genuine and actually interested in my story and what I'm doing, if I don't have anything that day, obviously I'm gonna be like, of course, yeah.
Yes. And we were just chatting about how many of my followers are moms, as are yours.
Yes.
So this all started for Jackson in about 2020 on TikTok.
Yep.
We were sharing that this same thing happened to me. Like, life was crazy. Things had happened in both of our lives. And then TikTok's pretty much why we're both sitting here today.
Which is crazy.
But for the moms, for the daughters, who we all want to set you up with daughters, nieces, all that stuff, we're going to dive into, I want to take it back to little Jackson. Because for me, selfishly, one of the reasons I was drawn to you was you reminded me a little bit of my son. Mm-hmm. And a lot of me, my younger me, like living it up, having fun, but also times where I felt like I had to play smaller to not be so big for the people around me. So dive into, who is Jackson Olson?
Yeah, and I think that all stems from my parents, who from a young age were teaching me to be humble and teaching me to be a good baseball player, but a better person off the field. And I would not be here doing this if it wasn't for that. My brother and sister, obviously, too, they instilled the same things in them, and they're very successful now, too. So I think it all literally stems from who's raising you. It doesn't have to be your parents. Whoever's raising you is such a direct influence on what you're doing in life. And from a young age, I was a big baseball player. My dad played, brother-in-law played. And yeah, I've just loved it my entire life, and that's kind of where it all started.
So baseball's in your DNA. And when you think of your childhood, do you see yourself like in that little uniform already? Like, is that where you go all the way back to?
Yeah. I look at like younger Jackson and I'm like, he wouldn't understand what we're doing right now. Yeah. Like playing for the Bananas and being a TikTok, like TikTok wasn't a thing. The Bananas wasn't a thing. It's two things that I wasn't even able to have a dream about because it didn't even exist yet.
Right.
But to think about, like, he wanted to be a Major League Baseball player playing for the Yankees. And now we're playing at a place tomorrow that the Yankees have famously played in for hundreds of years. And now we're playing in it in a sold out crowd.
Sold out.
And it's just crazy.
Sold out every year. There's like a lottery that schools and sports teams, like our league, because my kids, when they play sports, some of the other parents are like, oh no, you got to get in the lottery for that. I'm like, what? But when this all started, Jesse, your founder, you talk a lot about him on other podcasts. Mm-hmm. His whole vision was fans first. So talk to me about that. Is that part of who you are?
Yeah, he always says 1 billion fans before $1 billion. And that's kind of what it's all about. That's how we built. We're not playing in that stadium over there if that's not his mindset and like the mantra that he lives by, and that now our company lives by. Fans First Entertainment is the name of our company. We get paid. We see it in our bank account, like Fans First Entertainment paid you. And like, it's not that that's like the essence of my life right now is like to only be fans first, because obviously there's a lot of aspects to life, but if that is your main point on social media, in sports, in entertainment, like if you are being fans first, everything else follows. The money follows. I don't want to say fame, because I don't, who cares about that, but like all of that stuff will follow if you're putting the people that care about you first. That could be your parents, that could be your brother and sister, that could be the random person on the side of the street that sees your Bananas hat and is like, what is that team? And they become a fan. So it literally starts from like the bottom where you're raised, and then it goes to the most random encounters in life.
I love that. And then along the way, you also have those amazing mentors and coaches. You know, my college coach said something when I was there that stayed with me now, and now I pass it on to my kids outside of sports. She said, wherever you go, whether you're wearing this jersey or whether you're wearing your street clothes, like you represent this team. And your brand, this is before social media, your brand goes with you everywhere. So what is Jackson Olson's brand?
I'm actually wearing it right now. You can't see it on the front, but on the back, this shirt says, "Don't be afraid to be you." And that's literally it. That's obviously you think about the fans first, but like you can't be fans first until you're not afraid to be yourself and putting yourself out there into a position where you have fans. Like how else are you going to have fans if you're not doing what you love to do? And yeah, our clothing, so Baseball Lifestyle is the clothing company that this is. And they reached out to me. We've known each other for 6-7 years now. And they were like, what do you want to put on your clothing line? Like, what message do you want to put? And I'm like, that's the easiest thing in my entire life. Like, Greatest Showman, circus, baseball, don't be afraid to be you. Boom. That's the brand right there. And a little bit of Taylor Swift. So.
I love that. And when you're, of course, Taylor.
A little bit of Taylor. Yeah.
Let me tell you, that woman is rad.
Yeah.
Rad. Okay, so what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? I just went off. See, you say something and I'm like, when you give a mouse a cookie.
New Romantics, probably. There's some good ones though.
So good.
Yeah.
See, you're not just the trendy pop songs. You're like in there.
Yeah, I'm in depth.
There.
I'm in depth.
I love it. And you said something on a podcast that I was like, oh, I love him. You were talking about like putting it out there, like this is going to happen. Taylor Swift's going to see me play.
Yep.
Or the way you tagged Savannah Bananas before you were even on the team. So talk about like manifestation. Do you ever sit down and be like, I manifested this?
Yeah, every single day. I mean, I'm not here. I'm not doing anything unless it was for manifesting. And even with TikTok, I was posting videos that were getting 100 views. And I'm like, no, I'm doing this. Like, I'm going to be the biggest baseball creator in the world. That's literally what I thought about in 2019 when I hadn't even posted 20 videos. And I was like, no, this is what I'm going to do now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get paid to do this eventually. And while I was saying that, I was literally delivering groceries for Instacart. So I was doing the dirtiest of dirty jobs. Yeah. Like not actually dirty, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sure you have some good stories.
I was in the weeds. Yeah, there's some crazy stories. Yeah, grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes are different, by the way. Yeah, and I got yelled at about that. But yeah, I just think about like where I was, and I'm like, I manifested all of this stuff. Like I posted a video about being on Dancing with the Stars, like pranking my coach, pranking my mom about being on The Bachelor, all this stuff. And I'm like, one of those is going to happen.
Yeah. Low key.
Like hopefully not The Bachelor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want that, but
you never know.
You never know.
You could definitely be a great one on there.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
I would rather be on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
So I made a funny video
too.
And then we were at ESPN, doing some like media stuff. And one of the execs from ABC, I'm not sure, someone in ABC, one of the execs, I don't know, was like, that could be a cool thing for you. Like Dancing with the Stars could be cool. Like we have some connections here. They're literally ESPN, ABC. Like they are the people that would be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there talking to them and I'm like, this is crazy. And then I made a video about Disney like a month ago. And then we have Disney Day.
Yes.
I'm not saying that's a direct correlation of having Disney Day, but like I think it did help a little bit.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
A lot. Shout out to everyone who has subscribed, liked, followed, done all the things to support Unplugged with Nicki Marie, and mainly to sponsors like JUNKLESS to make this happen. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go into this. Not blood, but there's sweat and there's tears and there's mom moments where I'm like, I got to do a podcast and my kids are strung out today. So JUNKLESS, thank you for bringing your amazing less sugar, less junk granola bars into my world and into my kids' world because they're saving us through the summer and school lunches. Thank you, JUNKLESS.
Yeah. So
A
it's just
lot.
manifesting.
It's like
everything.
the dance, like no one's watching. It's like post, like no, like this is your dream. This is no one else's. You're manifesting your life out. So what do you think gives you that secret sauce? Because a lot of people in my life have asked me, well, how do you always like get these things done? It's like exactly what you just said.
Yeah. And it's being a good person and being someone that people want to work with.
Yeah.
Every company is connected, I've realized too, like from the brand deal side of it, where like you might not think that a company like Gatorade and a company like JUNKLESS, like you might not think that those have any correlation, but there are agencies that rep a lot of these companies. There are some big ones that you see all over. Like I'll get an email about a Costco thing and I'm like, wait, that's the same people that emailed me about the junk headbands thing. And I'm like, wait, everyone, it's a very small circle of social media. And so the secret sauce for that aspect is just being a good person, being someone that people want to work with. And then posting content is being someone that people can relate to. And those are the two. That's it.
Yes. And then what about manifesting for someone who doesn't necessarily want to do social media, but say it's like, I guess I'll go back to when you were a kid. Did you always have a vision for yourself?
To be a Major League Baseball player. That was it.
Okay.
That was the only thing I knew. I didn't know anything else until I was 22 years old. Did not know anything else other than that I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player.
And could you see it? Like you believed it? And
I could see it. I could see it. And as I got older, it started to fade away a little bit. I could see it perfectly. And then as I was going, I was like, wait, okay, that shortstop's better than me. That shortstop's a little bit better than me. And it's funny because I played in the Cape Cod League.
Yes.
And obviously really close to here. Every single guy in that starting lineup is a Major League Baseball player now, except for me. Every single guy on that starting lineup was picked in the MLB draft and now playing Major League Baseball.
And how do you feel about that now, knowing what you know now?
I mean, like I'm never going to say, oh, I'm glad I'm not a Major League Baseball player. That's stupid to say. Guys are going to say that. It's dumb. Like you can, no matter what you're doing in life, like there's always something that you dreamed about doing like differently.
Yeah.
But I think me personally, I'm in the place I'm supposed to be right now.
I would agree with that.
I wouldn't be making the impact that I'm making if I was playing Major League Baseball right now. Not that it matters, but not as many people would know who I was. Not as many brands would want to work with me. Like I can just see it. Like I could see myself being a Major League Baseball player right now. And I'm like, I wouldn't be making any impact. Maybe I play for 3 or 4 years and then I'm not good anymore and I get cut. Then what?
Yeah.
I've set up my life now where I'm never working a job in my entire life from now on.
It's
anything
really
I'm doing
amazing.
it's going to be because I want to do it and it's fun.
Yeah. My North Star, I was always so athletic and driven. And that's also why I'm drawn to you, is like athletics defines so much of me. And now my North Star is my kids. So it's like everything that I'm drawn to now is how do I give my kids some of what I know I had? That's all. If I leave this earth, tomorrow, I want my kids to have a belief in themselves. So where do you think your family stepped into that? Because I know there's other people, coaches, mentors along the way, but where do you think the foundation?
Yeah. I think when I'm at my lowest, when I think I'm at my lowest, my parents step in because I kind of force them to a little bit, where I'll be complaining to them, hoping that they respond with like, not just, oh, you're going to be okay, but I'm hoping they can like match my negativity sometimes, which is like a funny thing to say. Yes. And I'm never too negative. In the last 2 years, I might've been negative once to my parents because now I'm an adult. You can't do that. Like if you can't, people do, and they rely on their parents, but like my parents are retired. My mom retired 2 weeks ago and now
congrats mom.
And now they are in a spot where like, why would I want to annoy them with my little stuff? Like they're going to Hawaii. Like they're going on these vacations. They're coming to see me play. And it's like, it all starts from like in high school, I would have a bad game. I would come home and like freak out to my dad and like freak out to my mom, be like, I'm never going to play college baseball. I'm never going to all this stuff. Like I had a terrible game, blah, blah, blah. And they would like bring me down to earth.
Yeah.
So even though I wanted them to match my negativity, it actually helped that they were so over positive about it.
Okay.
That it like brought me back to earth. And I'm like, okay, wait, this is not that deep. This is not that deep.
So they just kind of let you have your emotions and feelings without being like, you need to stop.
Yep.
Do you just feel like you've got to be yourself?
Oh, they let me be myself 100%. They never, I never went out and did anything stupid in high school or in college, really. Yeah. So like everyone makes a few mistakes, whatever. I don't think I had many of those, but they didn't really have to. Yeah. And they can attest to that. They're going to watch this and be like, yeah, we didn't really have to teach them much. They did teach me a lot just by like, they didn't have to come out and say it directly, but just by what they do and their actions and the way they talk to people. And my mom was in special ed, so she worked in special ed for 35 years probably, and she just retired from that job. So she had to deal with some of the craziest experiences ever. And she told me some of them. She kept some of them secret, but just like her having to be that person for so many people. I was like, wow, I want to be a good person too. Like that literally, it wasn't, she didn't tell me to be, she was just based on the stories she would tell. I'm like, wow, how did you handle
and doing it, showing up and walking the walk.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right,
so
I'm
powerful.
doing that. I was like, I'm doing that.
Yeah. You have a lot of mom following, and as do I. And I think we're so hard on ourselves. Sometimes we want to make sure we're doing everything right. And sometimes it's as simple as you're showing up, you're loving the heck out of your kids. That's like 80% of it, maybe 90. And then the rest is just keeping them safe.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Like when my kids want screen time or they want to have a TikTok account, I'm like, my job is to keep you safe and online for your brain right now.
That is not safe right now.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
All right. So what about siblings? Did you guys fight a lot?
They were my second parents because they were 12 and 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So until now, I'm getting that sibling bond with them a little more.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not having like really deep conversations about my life and what I'm going through. Because I still view them as like my parents in a sense. Like they raised me. Like my sister always says, she was like, I raised Jackson. Like you guys didn't raise him. I raised him, like as a joke.
Yeah.
But it's true. I mean, I had 4 parents basically that were watching me grow up, watching my every move since I could crawl and walk. Like, so we have a really good relationship now though. And I still view them as 12 and 10 years older than me, but that gap is closing a little more where I'm like, all right, I'm an adult now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you're going to need them more as you go into like next phases of your life. You'll see the bond happen. That's how it is. My brother is 18 years younger than me.
Wow.
Yeah. But we're best. Like when I get away, if I ever go out and go away from the kids to go have fun, it's like, that's who I want to be with.
Yep.
So it's the brother-sister bond. Sports and role model responsibility. How do you balance the responsibilities you have as an athlete and a role model?
I would say it's definitely heightened here because there's eyes on us all the time, but not just how well we're playing. Major League Baseball players are viewed on how they're performing on the field, and that's it. Most of the time, unless they do something really dumb where they get headlines. Right. Like they are literally only viewed as, did they get 2 hits today? Did they strike out? Did they make an error? We're viewed on a lot larger, not larger of a scale, but like a bigger horizon. Like there's so many more things that we're like based on, kind of like people base us on all these things. So the first one, social media, like every single day I'm posting, I'm like, wait, there's a lot of people that are going to see this video. Yeah. Playing on the field, there are a lot of people that are going to see me playing on the field. Doing entertainment on the field and dancing, there are a lot of people that are going to see me do that. So there's a lot of ways people are kind of like basing their emotions on us, other than just, did we get a hit today? There's a lot more to kind of worry about. And like, obviously the influence, like I'm influencing younger kids, but also parents. There are grandparents that follow me. They're like, it's all different ages. My demographic is really spread out. So whenever I post a video, I'm like, okay, is the 7-year-old gonna understand this and be like, oh, Taylor Swift? And my next video, is the 70-year-old gonna understand this? Like making people cry or like saying a sentimental story that maybe kids won't understand, but like trying to hit all of the like life experiences. Absolutely. I love that. I loved the video. Was that your first viral video where you were playing for after Hartford? Stetson. And some guy yelled, you should stick to TikTok. Yeah. And you crushed a home run. Yeah, so that was actually, it's funny because people are always like, that was your first viral video, like overnight success, that kind of thing. Right. I had posted 500 videos before that. Yeah. I had gained 200,000 followers. Like I had a base. Yep. But then that video kind of like was my North Star of like, I'm keeping that pin. That's been pinned on my profile for 4 years now, or 5 years now. And yeah, guy yelled stick to TikTok in the crowd, and I hit a home run on that pitch 2 seconds later. And it landed from me to you, away from him. The ball landed right next to him. And it was the thing I love about it is you probably think it's a video that people are like, oh yeah, that's the way to tell them. I don't think you realize the impact of how many parents can show their kids that as a form of clapback, right? It's like somebody says something to at school. I talk to my kids about this. Somebody says something you don't like, or a friend says something to a friend that you don't like. Yeah, ignore them. You can't give into it. We've had instances. I'm like hoping my kids are listening. We've had instances where some Some players will respond to negative comments on social media.
Yeah.
You can't give them that satisfaction.
Oh,
I see it and I'm like, oh God,
so
why
hard
would you
sometimes,
respond to that? Like, why would you give them any of that? I get negative comments every day. Who cares? Just grow up.
All right. So to the kids listening, somebody says, I don't like your sneakers or that. I've done a video from a mom standpoint of like somebody saying that Stanley's not a real Stanley. I'm like, oh God. But to a kid that can hurt.
Yeah.
So your thing is ignore them.
Just ignore them and show them that what you can do. And even if you don't even have to show them, just like live your life, because that is like your dream is going to get affected if you lean into that and give into it, because then you're going to think negatively of yourself and you're going to be like, wait, maybe my shoes are ugly, or like maybe I'm not a good athlete. But if you just completely ignore them and you're like, they need, like, there's something in their life that they're trying to work on or need to work on.
Totally.
Because I feel great in my life right now. I'm doing great things. Who cares?
I love that. I tell my daughter, what's the thing I say, Layla? If somebody says something you don't like, what's the feedback?
What's your point?
What is it?
What's your point?
What's your point? That's hilarious.
Because they never know how to answer that.
Yeah.
They never, and she's given it to friends, and I've had friends of the friends be like, my
what's
son
your point?
said, what's your point to the kid on the playground, and he didn't know. And I'm
that's
like,
hilarious.
So take that one. You take that with you. Okay. So take us into the mind of a Savannah Banana. Like, take us into the locker room. I've got so many questions on this, but I'll let you kind of like take us into the world of being a Savannah Banana.
It's kind of just how you would think it is. It's hectic all the time. We have a lot of personalities on our team, different personalities. A lot of guys, Ty Jackson, for example. If you look him up after this, you'll laugh because he's just a spark plug. He's crazy. Then we have some guys that are quiet. Like it's a very big mixture of personalities that I feel bad for our director of entertainment sometimes, Zach Frangelo, because he has to deal with all of it. And like, he has to get stuff done for us. But there's so many personalities. You can't contain all of that and like have us sitting in a seat. Like, we're the Savannah Bananas for a reason, because we have that personality.
Yes.
But when we do get locked down and kind of like locked in mentally, we can make the craziest things happen that no one else can make.
I'm blown away because it was like, at first I was always watching the formal TikToks, right? Where the sound is perfect. And I'm like, how do they get this so right? And then you watch the behind the scenes where the sound is more dim and you guys really have to work a lot harder than what it looks like, because you're keeping everybody entertained. The music is not perfect like when you're watching it on TikTok.
Well, the other thing too is like, we might have to do a walk up like that you see. Everybody thinks that like, oh, that's just their thing for the night.
Yeah.
No, I just came off the field and made 2 plays. And I'm running in and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do the walk up. What are the words? What's the dance? Then you think in the back of your head, you remember it. Because you can't think about it the whole game.
Yeah.
You have a job to do. You have to hit a ball. You have to field plays, do trick plays. Like you have to just compartmentalize like all the things you have to do and keep them in a little box. And then right when it's about to, like, the moment's about to happen, open the box, do it, and then close it up and forget about it. You literally have to forget about it right after it happens. If you mess up, if you do it well, who cares? Like, it's on to the next.
Right, because you're an athlete first and foremost.
Yeah.
You're an athlete who came in like loving the game, having pride in how you play, what your batting average is.
Yeah.
And then you got to like dance even after you either strike out or make a terrible play.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Has that built anything within you? Like
mental strength.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of like motherhood. You're juggling all things at all times.
I mean, so there's a dance we do in the 3rd inning, second batter, second pitch. We all have matching tattoos of it, the guys who do it. So second base, shortstop, center field, pitcher, we do a dance at the same time every single game. And we have to learn that before every game. So we have 2 games in a weekend. We get it sent to us 3 days before, and we're like, all right, we're not going to learn this until the day of, because we have too much going on in our head. We have to learn celebrations. We have to learn all this stuff, choreography. And then we have to like do that dance. So it's kind of the lock-in moment where we're like, okay, here we go. Like, we'll forget about it, and our pitcher will be on the mound, and I'll look at the scoreboard, and I'm like, 3rd inning, second batter. I look and I'm like, oh my God, here we go. I forgot it. I don't always forget
great.
it.
That's great. Wait, is there a choreographer, or do you guys like, how much creativity do you put?
So we get sent, it's a lot of like TikTok dances and TikTok centered things that we get sent. Yeah. We have to learn it based on the TikTok like
But
dance.
is it just you guys like in your hotel room? Like,
well, I mean, we have a choreographer too, Maceo, who like teaches us the hard dances and breaks it down simply. The 3-2-2 dances that we do in the middle of the game, that's on us. We have to just watch it on our phone. Like, okay, now we'll do it. Watch it on the phone, do it. We learn it in like, it's kind of like second nature now, but you bring in someone new to do it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, we can't.
Who's the worst dancer on the team?
The worst, Andy Archer. He's going to hate it. If he's watching this, he's going to hate it.
Andy. We put a clip of Andy up.
Andy Archer. Put a clip of him dancing to No Scrubs.
No Scrubs. I also love that TikTok is bringing back my old jams. My kids in the car are putting on, I'm like, how do you know Kesha and JoJo? And I'm like, what?
Yep.
TikTok or YouTube Shorts, whatever. I used to think YouTube Shorts wasn't social media. Now I'm like, okay.
Now it really is.
It really is. So Jesse's speech at Fenway happened to pop up. I was getting ready for this podcast, and his speech at Fenway Park, does he do that before every game?
Yep.
And it was a Fenway speech about how different this stadium is and how you have to overcompensate on certain things, and how when he was 5 years old, he was a bat boy here.
Yeah.
And who was it that Lee Smith, Hall of Fame pitcher,
yeah.
sat on the side of him and talked to him for 20 minutes? Like, how much of that is part of Jesse's story?
That's huge. I mean, yeah, so before every weekend, he'll give that speech. Not that exact one, but based on like what we're doing as an organization, he brings everyone together and kind of like brings everyone into. The reason he does that is because everybody's doing a separate thing right now. Like, I'm doing a podcast. There's guys all over. And we finally get everyone together in this one circle. And it's like him telling us like, hey, this is when we come together.
Yeah.
And the merch people, the ticket people, the players, the band, everyone has to be on the same page right now. And that's what we do.
So what it's going to come down to is how we act and what we do in the next 24, 48 hours. And when you have challenges like this, often things speed up. They get faster. But the greatest performers know how to slow things down. So how do we slow things down and take in this moment? How do we take the extra time to take an extra picture? How do we take the time to give an extra high five to a fan? Take the extra time to sign another autograph. It's those extra moments that will matter here. So
that's a great leader, and there's not a lot of those.
No.
There's not a lot of great leaders. Even the biggest companies, there's like a disconnect between the people doing the on the ground, say retail, they're selling stuff in the store and they don't even know what's going on at the marketing level. Good job, Jesse.
Yeah, good job, Jesse.
And it sounds like you guys all have fun with him and respect the heck out of
he's
him.
the best. Yeah. I mean, he's still a kid. Like he's still a kid, and that's why this works.
All are.
Yeah, we all are.
That's why I'm here with you. I'm like, I want to talk about it's silly.
Yeah.
The Invisible String, which Taylor Swift song. But I wanted to ask, is there an invisible string that you would say if there's one commonality between you and all the other Savannah Bananas, what would it be?
I
made it soulmate, like
I would say like
string, a little romantic there too.
Our understanding of like our main goal. Like some companies, I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand what the actual main goal is. They're just doing things because they have to do it.
Yeah.
We go out of our way because we're so fans first, like you go out of your way to make moments for people. And like everyone that comes in, we have a fans first like meeting at the start. Everyone goes through an orientation of like, this is how we do things here. If you don't do them this way, then you're not going to be a good Savannah Banana and probably not be here next year.
Yeah.
And so we all have that vision of like, okay, this is very small right now. It's obviously huge, but like in the grand scheme of everything, you think of like And One, you think of Harlem Globetrotters. Like a lot of kids these days do not know who those two are, but
right.
Every kid knew who they were.
Yeah.
Every kid in the world knew who they were. They were going overseas.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, the 15-year-old might know, the 8-year-old doesn't. Jesse wants to make sure that, and all of us now want to make sure that when this becomes a league, in 20 years, the 8-year-old kid is like, I need to go to a Bananas game.
Yeah.
So we all have that understanding, I think.
I love that. So you guys started in 2016?
16.
But then COVID and all that jazz, right? But so now it's 4 teams becoming?
Gonna be 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah, league.
And is the vision even bigger than that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jesse.
He thinks in quarter centuries, not quarters. That's literally what he says. Like
I heard you say eventually on the moon, so you'll be playing.
Eventually on the moon, yes. And my favorite thing is when people will be skeptical of Jesse. So I forget who it was, but someone interviewed him and was like, what do you think about people that say this is a fad? Do you think it's a fad? And Jesse's like, he responds so nicely, but I know in the back of his head, he's like, I know it's not a fad.
Yeah.
100% it's not. Like this is going to be going on for years.
I need to figure out this group of people who we see something and there's no, like sometimes it's hard to say it out loud. So let me go with that. Did you ever have a vision for yourself that felt so overly confident or egotistical that you just didn't want to say it out loud because you didn't want to come across the wrong way? Like,
yeah, like getting drafted, being a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah.
That was it.
So you held it in?
Held it in. I played in the Cape Cod League. I got an offer from the Diamondbacks. Turned it down to go back for my senior year and get drafted the next year, hopefully. COVID draft shortened everything. But in the back of my head, I was like, I'm going to be a Major League Baseball player. I just never said it.
Why?
I don't know. I just never did. It's not for any other reason. Like I never.
Is it right? Is it?
I don't know. I just never said it. Like I had it in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to do it. But I felt like if I said it,
Yep.
I had to like knock on wood or something.
That leads me into what I was like most curious about is I'm raising a son who's a really good kid. And it's like, as a mom, you want him to stay like such a good kid and pure and emotional and sensitive. And you know that the world is not always going to give that to men. So how do you stay in your like manhood where there's some toxic stuff that happens with men, but then there's other great guys, like mental health for men, like just.
I think you need to find something that not that you can make as your job, but like you need to find something that can like counteract that. So a lot of reason that I think the major reason why people become like bad, I don't want to say like, I think about like the movie Wicked, like why does wickedness happen? The little girl asks Ariana Grande, and she's like, she thinks about it for a little bit, but it's because some people don't have that like North Star that they're reaching for. For me, I wake up every morning and I'm like, what content am I making today? It sounds silly, but like that is the way that I stay out of trouble. Literally, straight up. That is the reason that I stay out of trouble. If I didn't have social media and I wasn't thinking about that every day, or like something that I was striving for, then I might make some mistakes. I don't know, but like I'm always, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm like, I need to get out of here, it's because I want to be able to keep making content and living this fun life and doing what I want. One bad mistake can ruin that. If you don't have that North Star, you're like, one bad mistake won't.
So kind of the
do
stuff
anything
that
to
you
me.
look forward to in the morning.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to have stuff they look forward to in the morning.
Yeah.
I look forward to my coffee every morning. Like I have a sacred moment with my coffee. I'm like, we're going to walk the dog. We're going to make the coffee. Are you a coffee person? You drinking your Dunkin'? How do you take your coffee? I have to ask that. Passionate.
Vanilla, like French vanilla sweetener.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So like when you order at Dunkin', how do you say it at the drive-thru?
I'll say, can I get a small iced coffee? Small iced coffee, vanilla sweetener, and a little bit of cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I know you're Connecticut. You don't have the accent there.
Yeah, I do not have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you grew up Yankees fan.
Yep.
Who was your person?
Derek Jeter.
And you met him.
Yeah. Made content with him. I worked with him. We both got paid to do a Capital One ad together, which was crazy.
Did you realize it when it was happening, or was it after where you were like,
it was
what
way
the
after.
heck?
It was way after, because you have to be, in those situations, you have to be even with the person you're doing that with, or else you look like a fan.
Weird. You can't be too weird.
Like, hey, can I get a selfie with you while you're doing it? Like, no. I was like, I want to make a video with you, but I had to frame it in a way. I was like, hey, like I thought this would be a really funny video. Like when I'm 6 years old saying I want to be Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
All that. So you just got to be.
So you chilled.
Yeah, you have to.
All right.
You have to.
I chilled for you today. I was very excited to. I was asking my kids. I was like, all morning. I'm like, I got to be ready. Don't get on my case. I got to focus.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
Wait, I need a what?
Beer.
Oh, I thought you said I need a beer. I was like, I didn't say that. I need to prepare. I did. I said mentally, I'm like in such a good place.
Yeah.
I came to dinner here last week at the iconic Boston's Eastern Standard Restaurant before going to see a Jake Shane show and a Fibula show right over there at Fenway's new music hall. And I had dinner here and the scallops were so good and the margarita was so good. And I was still thinking about it. And when Jackson said yes to the podcast, I was like, wait a minute. Should I ask them if I can film here? They got right back to me in DMs, said, yes, we're closed that day, but we will come make this happen because we're so excited. So I'm sitting here dreaming of the scallops, dreaming of that margarita again, but also this is a place that you should definitely consider on Open Table. Make your reservation before ever doing anything in the Fenway area. You will not be disappointed. They just opened up a brand new standard Italian right next door. I'm looking at it. We're going to show you around a little bit because I heard the menu is spectacular and I can't wait to get my hands on that place soon. And they also have a little bistro lounge, cocktail bar. So, I mean, the trifecta right here, looking at Fenway, and I'm happy to be in good hands with their services. Thank you for hosting us here today, Eastern Standard. So now I'm going to go into a few shorter segments. This one is for the moms. The saying, 18 summers. Social media puts a lot of pressures on moms. And it's like, you get 18 summers with your kids, so you better hold on tight.
Yeah.
What is your feeling about 18 summers?
My feeling about that, I think the timing wise, yeah. Like the amount of time shortens that you can hang out with your mom during the summer. But you just got to make time. My parents are coming to see these games, and they rent it out on Airbnb in Chatham. So I'm going with them. I can't stay for too long, but I'm going to go.
Yes.
And that 2 days is equivalent to 30 days when you're 10 years old.
Yes.
Because like you don't have that amount of time, but it's just how you can make that time.
You said better than what I wanted. I wanted you to say, it's not 18 years. It's for you, it's 27, and it's going to go beyond and beyond. And you just did it perfectly. Thank you. The moms needed that.
Less time.
They needed that. It's less time, but it's quality, and it's still there. And do you love being around your family?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's all. We can end there. That's all I needed to hear. Kids and screen time, because kids love you. So the parents are clearly giving them the screens to watch you. How would you feel if you had a child today, like these two? How would you feel about screens?
It's tough for me to say because I'm on my phone all the time.
Yeah, you're like, I want them to watch
tough for me. So I can't necessarily say you cannot be on, but I mean, when they're younger, no, like we're going outside. You can't, I think and I'm not a parent. There are parents out there that'll probably be skeptical of what I'm saying. He doesn't have a kid. But what I see is like, if you can't say to them directly, like, you can't do this. Bring them outside and make them want to be outside more. Make them want to go golfing instead of being like, I want to be on my iPad for 5 hours. No, I want to go golfing. I want to learn how to do this. Like, I think when I'm a parent, I'm not going to tell my kid that they can't do something because then they're going to want to do it.
It's reverse psychology does work.
It's like, I know. Well, I'm going golfing today.
And I don't always follow it.
Yeah.
I don't always follow it. Sometimes I'm just strung out and I'm like, off your pad. But you grew up like you're the first generation who had like the phones at 12. I remember my brother, 12. Once he got it, he was like,
oh yeah,
right. So now, how do you break away from your screen with doing what you do? Do you and the team ever say, "Oh God, I just want to like not have my phone for a minute"? Is that a conversation with like men your age?
I think that it's difficult to say in the situation I'm in because we do have a lot of time off our phone when we're playing and when we're practicing. We're still baseball players. So I'm able to have that time where I'm like, phone away for 4 hours. Like, I'm doing this now. And then I'm like, all right, now I can go back on it and do my job. My job is my phone. That's how I make my money is on my phone.
Did you hear that?
So if it wasn't my job, like in college, I was never on my phone. Like never. Because I wasn't making content.
I always wonder, I'm like, do college kids, are they always on this? You know, it's just.
No.
I didn't grow up with any. Yeah. There was nothing. We found each other. We partied.
Yeah.
We had a blast. No phones. I'm kind of lucky. I'm glad there's no evidence back in the day. Describe the epitome of a baseball mom, or if you'd prefer me to frame it this way, is describe 3 types of baseball moms.
Okay, so I'll go with my mom first, who was very in the background, would come to games, but never she would cheer a couple times, but she wouldn't be up in anyone's face or anything like that. Then there's the overbearing mom that is like on the dugout fence, usually with the dad, like, why is he hitting 8th and not 6th or 4th? I think those are the main 2. And then there's some that are like in the middle where it's like they can be overbearing, but also in the background. Be like my mom. Trust me. Be like my mom.
Yes.
No one wants the overbearing mom.
Or the snack mom. I appreciate a good
There is a snack mom. Yep.
Right? They have the bog bag with all the little snackle boxes, and they're very organized. That's not me. I'm just like clinking and clanging.
Yeah.
Running late, but I do sit back because I'm like, it's her journey, not mine.
Yeah, let them do their thing. Yeah.
How do you raise your kids to be not afraid to be themselves? Because it's your whole brand. Are there any tips for the moms? We talked about it a little earlier.
I think, like I've just been saying, like let them find their passion. I think a lot of people would look at me and be like, well, when he's a dad, he's going to want his son to play baseball and his daughter to play softball. I'm like, no, I could literally care less. They can be in the school play. They can do all of that stuff. And I think a lot of parents out there don't necessarily say you can't be in theater, you can't do this, but the way they act about certain things and the time that they're allowing their kid to be on the baseball field is a lot more than they would allow them to be in the theater working on their play or in the art room if they're an artist or singing, all that stuff. Like, you got to let them do what they want to do for the most amount of time. Like, now everything's a job.
Yes.
If they're streaming on video games, like, maybe like I might at first be like, all right, like, what's the deal with this? But streamers make millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars now. They're the richest people, some of the richest people in America, streamers.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, whoa, okay. If it's not turning into anything and it's just they're being on the screen for 24 hours, I'm like, okay, let's get outside.
Yeah, you don't want them to be like not showered in a dark basement.
Exactly.
Like, playing all day.
Like, we're going outside. But if they don't want to play baseball, I could care less.
Yeah. That's, I am a believer in the same route. Is like, my son played baseball. He's really good. He doesn't want to play. So a little bit of me is like, damn, he would be good. I don't want him to play.
Yeah.
But he found sailing, loves basketball. So I'm like, you know what? I just want him to feel good about something he's doing, and you find your confidence in it. So even with sailing, he's out on a little boat.
Yeah.
Controlling the wind and the water. Like, that's a confidence builder. But you got to get your kids. And unfortunately, we don't live in the world of like just run around outside anymore.
No, you can't.
got to participate in things that are a little more organized. Okay. Switching from the moms, and now this one's for the ladies. I can't help but to go into this because you make fun of yourself with it.
Yes.
One of your recent videos was like, I'm going to mic up and tell the guys that my girlfriend's coming to the game tonight. So I was like, all right, let's talk.
He recorded that one. That was funny.
Oh, you did?
He's laughing in the background.
The girlfriend video.
One?
The girlfriend video. So what's going on? Because you put it out there, it's a little self-deprecating, but my feeling is
a lot of self-deprecating.
Right. So for every kind of like joke, just like you said about Disney.
Why are you standing for this one?
So for like every self-deprecating like joke, there's a little bit of maybe truth to it.
There's a little. I mean, on a lot of the skits that I make about like when I do conversations with myself, and like all of those are true stories that actually have happened, where like a mom will be like, all right, this is for my daughter. And then she'll be like, nah, it's actually for me. Like stuff like that. Yeah, the dating world's weird right now. It's weird. Like, I had a girlfriend for 2 years. We were both in social media. This is like 4 years ago now.
Is that Gabby?
And now we're like really good friends, which is cool.
All right, good.
Because a lot of the time, that's not.
She seems very
happening.
nice, and I'm glad you guys.
Yeah. 2.5, 3 years.
I followed a little. You know, I'm like, not ashamed to follow the little bachelorette game there.
Yeah, there's a little there. Yeah. The Bachelor video of pranking my mom was hilarious because she really thought it was real.
Yeah.
And but the dating scene is interesting.
I take you as and I'm saying this from a mother figure, I take you as a relationship type.
Yes.
And a sweet guy. And I think that's why you have so many followers. Like, we want to set you up with the people that we love because we think you're nice. Are you what we see? Are you a good guy?
Relationship guy. That's what I want, right? I feel like I was fine with being single for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's still fun. Like, I enjoy making the videos and everything, but like, there's a part of me where I see a lot of my teammates getting engaged and getting married. Like, I was literally in his wedding.
Congrats.
And so all of that, like, I see that, and I'm very envious of a lot of my friends. Yeah. Like, they're literally, not that they're like, oh, I want to settle down and have a family right now. Like, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, in the back of my head, I'm not like, I have to do that now. I'm letting the right thing come along.
I love that. So what's your type?
I don't even know. Blonde.
Don't tell Connor that. So we interviewed Connor from Love on the Spectrum, and he's like,
oh, really?
Brunette. He just will not.
I was going to say, your voice sounds like Connor's mom.
We're friends.
Are you really?
We went to Disney with them.
You literally said, like, if I close my eyes, I would be like, you sound like
when
her.
We did the podcast, the clips, people were like, you guys are like, have to be related.
I also love that show. That show is amazing.
And they're amazing people. So much fun. But Connor, it's like funny. His brother loves blondes and has this whole hashtag about like,
I can hear just fine, blondes. Speak like that clip.
All right. So you go, I don't even know if it's blonde.
Blonde.
Okay. So blonde. And what about like personality?
Very humble. Like, you have to be humble. You can be successful, but if you're humble, that's just like what I need. I can't have someone that is bragging about how much money they have or who they are
or like they're strapping.
Yeah. And I need people to like have the self-deprecation, like the, you can make fun of yourself. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So anything on the horizon?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Is this the first public saying it out loud? Have
Yeah,
you
I
said
have.
it?
I mean, I don't know where it's gonna go or anything. I don't know where it's gonna go, but yeah.
But you're putting it. He missed that part. He said the something.
Yeah.
You did.
I said,
"Is
she
this
said, is there something? And I was like, well, possibly.
yeah. Oh, I love it. I feel honored. If your romantic side could be described by or in a song, what would the song be?
Probably like any Taylor Swift song, because my dating life is just like it's not like the classic, like perfect thing. There's a lot of like random things that happen whenever I not try to get a girlfriend, but whenever I like am on the horizon of being like, oh, I like this person. Something happens where I'm like, well, all right, now I'm not.
Okay.
See ya.
Are you a good communicator, or do you let it come to you? Like, are you an approacher, or are you like being approached?
I would say I'm not a great communicator.
Okay.
I think with the lifestyle that I have
Yep.
right now, it's tough for me to like be really invested in like conversations. Unless I really like the person, then I'm like, I will literally talk to you all day, every day.
Right.
So
Right.
it comes in waves.
Yeah, it's true. If he wanted to, he would. He'll talk to you.
Yeah.
No matter what. What's your perfect date? You know the trends where it's like, we know unfortunately, we know all the trends, but it's like somebody talking and it's like your perfect date. What is it?
I think it's Disney. It's got to be Disney.
Yes.
That's literally like, how can you? And because if you don't like a day at Disney, or you're like complaining, I cannot be with you. I don't think.
Same. I'm divorced, but I said my biggest criteria is have to be attracted to the person, but like I have to picture them doing like the freaking Disney grinds with me.
Because it's
getting
fun.
excited
It's like,
about snacks.
It tells so much more about. You don't have to be a Disney adult or anything. Like you don't have to.
Right.
Just as long as you can be like, yeah, let's go on a credit coaster. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
Or like throw rides, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I
and
love
chatting
that.
in line. If you're getting a line, you got to have like be able to talk and be like, should we have an Incredible cookie after this? Yeah.
Yeah. Should we eat all the food at Disney? Like,
yes.
If you're like, no, I'm eating a salad and that's it at Disney, I'm like, okay, well, like I'm not.
I love this. This is so important. And also like the vibe of like getting hot. Maybe it rains. You're throwing a poncho. Is your mascara dry? Like there's so many factors that Disney can bring out.
Yeah.
Very smart.
You can see how a person deals with problems. Yeah, pretty easily.
Absolutely. That's great. There should be a show.
There should be.
That should be a Netflix dating show, is like survive a day
Surviving
in
at Disney. Can you?
That'd
and if you
be
do,
great.
you have to marry the person. It's like The Bachelor.
There you go. Throw that one right in front of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The kids part, I would just say, what's a message that you would want your young fans to hear? Like, what's a message for them in today's world?
Just try a lot of different things. I didn't when I was younger. I was just a baseball player.
Yeah.
That was it. Try as much as you possibly can early. So you figure out like, I wish I played the guitar. Like I took 2 guitar lessons. My parents will know. Like, I took 2 guitar lessons and I'm like, I'm done. I'm going to baseball practice. Try other sports. I played football and basketball in high school, which was the way that I got out of my shell a little bit. But yeah, try as much as you can. It can be the weirdest things in the world, but like just try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports, whether we say sports, but also you mentioned theater,
And,
music.
yeah.
That's like your kids can really find themselves, a part that you can't give them as a parent in that. Yeah,
Yep.
That's been my experience. Okay, and then just like quick rapid fire questions before we close up. We're looking over Fenway, the oldest baseball stadium in use by the MLB. What goes through your head heading into this weekend games?
Very excited. My parents, my family's going to be here. We have like 60 people coming. This is the closest that I've played to my home in Connecticut this year. We'll play Yankee Stadium, obviously, which will be fun. But yeah, I'm going to bring my dad, my brother-in-law on the field, play catch with them before the game. So that's pretty cool.
Amazing.
So
who's throwing out the pitch? Do we know?
we have like 6 or 7 guests that we don't even know yet.
Oh, cool.
So
I'm sure
it'll
we'll
be someone
see.
crazy.
All right. Amazing. Some of these are my daughters, so I can't take them. And my sons. Wow. You guys are going to cover some good stuff. Okay. So my kids are going to have a separate segment on YouTube that you can watch. It will be connected to this. It will be for
That's
from
awesome.
the kids' POV. I have to. Are you a text or an audio message guy?
Ooh, I love audio messages.
So do I.
But if it's, I mean, a lot of my text messages, like I'm never having a conversation over text. It's what needs to happen. Okay, here's the details. Here's everything. Like, but if I'm having like I'll send my friends audio messages sometimes. Sometimes.
Big audio guy. Do you
Sometimes.
listen? Do you listen to the full message?
No, there's no way because I've sent you an audio message before and it goes away when you listen to the whole thing. Some of them haven't gone away.
Well, I read the transcript, and if it's important, I don't listen.
Okay, that
He
makes sense.
reads the transcript.
I do
That's
that too.
smart.
I do
Sometimes
that.
I scan.
I do that too.
Ask Jay if I'm an audio person.
That's very true.
I had to literally tell Jay. I was like, Jay, I'm going to change some things for you because I know the audio message.
Yep.
The outtake of those it's insane.
Yeah.
I put out a lot of those. I asked the worst answer on the team. I have a saying, and I started doing it at Disney, which is instead of this and yap, you know, when someone takes a picture of drinks in the table and it's like this and yap,
Yeah.
I did a this and fuck up.
Ooh,
STFU.
okay.
Because sometimes I just don't want to
I love that actually. That's so
Okay.
yeah.
So what would be your picture perfect this and fuck up moment?
So it'd be me, Daniel Flood, and Ryan Cox. We're like 3 best friends and just sitting around a table at dinner, not speaking and just eating like really good Mexican food or something. That's it. Just eating Mexican food. No one's talking at all. We've done that probably 25 times this year.
Once a week.
At least once a week.
What's on the table for food, for drink?
Oh man,
I just want to hear
chips
it.
and queso. We got some salsa, guacamole, couple burritos, and that's it. We've gone. I think as a group, we have gone like 45 minutes at a time, not saying a single word.
That's love.
Yep.
That's love. Good job, boys. I love
Yeah.
that for you. I got to take a little bit more. I feel sometimes I'm like, after this, I love this for me and for
Yeah.
you, but I'll go home and I'll be like,
Won't say a word.
not a word.
Yep.
We listen to our tunes on the way home. The kids run the playlist. This and from the
Yeah.
home. Okay. I love it. What are you doing when you put your phone down? I don't want to sound like you always have it up,
Yeah.
but what do you enjoy? the
Recently
most?
got into golf, so trying to golf a lot. Obviously playing baseball and playing for the Bananas. That's when I don't have my phone out. Yeah, playing video games sometimes, or like playing. I like my VR golf too, which is fun sometimes.
That's cool.
So those are the things now. Yeah.
Okay. And then soon a girlfriend.
And the what?
Soon a girlfriend. Have you ever dated a
Hopefully.
field hockey player?
Field hockey. No, my sister played field hockey though in high school.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see a good field hockey. If this doesn't work out with the one that we just talked about, I see a good field hockey player in the world for you.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass. They
Gritty.
look great. And gritty, humble,
Yeah.
but like can beat the shit out of you.
Yes,
I see that for you. Okay.
I could see that.
Describe your job as an Instacart driver.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll tell you the story about the cherry tomatoes.
Yes.
If you're out there listening to this right now, I hope that you never get cherry tomatoes ever again and people only deliver you grape tomatoes. Okay, this one brings back like some bad memories. I'm Instacarting and I had gone through my entire order. Instacart is not for the weak. It is
No,
not
I
for the
can't
weak.
imagine.
Like DoorDash, easy. You go and pick up the order. No, Instacart, you got to go through the whole store and make sure you get everything right because these people are depending on you.
Yeah.
So I went through the entire. I usually get because I'm a good person, so I usually get the like these items, like the non-perishable. Wait, yeah, non-perishables.
Have you heard of
first.
JUNKLESS?
No.
I'll give you these to go.
Okay.
You can
Amazing.
share with the boys. They sponsor today's episode.
Okay.
And they're like the opposite of the gross granola bars that taste artificial. These are very
Huh.
less junk, less sugar, and they're good.
Interesting.
So I'll give you some. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to Instacart. Had to
So
plug
yeah,
them in there.
I get those first, and then I get like obviously the ice cream and all the outside of the store last, so it doesn't melt or whatever. So I went through the entire thing. She had like 120 items, the biggest thing ever. She gave me like a $5 tip for this, by the way.
What grocery store is this?
This was Big Y.
Okay.
So this is
Oh, yeah,
very,
Big
you know Big
Y.
Y. Oh, okay. No one knows
Yes.
Big Y. Okay.
Oh, I do. Yeah,
Okay.
they make mean
So I went-
party subs
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
So obviously in Instacart, you have to scan every item.
Yeah.
And not that they can like check off the item as you go, but I do the entire thing. Took me 45 minutes to an hour. I get these tomatoes, which I don't even remember. I think it was cherry or grape. I don't know. Scanned them and said, this is not the right item. And you can override it and be like, no, this is the right. So I override it. This is the right one. And they were a little bit like bigger and she wanted the really small ones. And so I'm in line. I check out. She approved everything. I'm checking out. And then at the very last second, she was like, no, I need those tomatoes. And so I snapped back a little bit, which you probably shouldn't do as in customer service. But I was like, these are literally the same tomatoes. They don't have the other ones, period.
Fans
Which I shouldn't.
first.
This is like, I know this is like my fifth trip of the day. And she was like, no, I need the other ones. Like the thing I'm doing, the store says that they have them. Can you check in the back? checked in the back, weren't there. She cancels the entire order. After me spending 45 minutes shopping, she cancels the entire thing. I had already checked out half of the items.
Can you
So
do
now
that?
I'm like, what the heck? She canceled it. So I don't know if she got charged, whatever happened. So then I'm in line and I'm like, all right. So I go to the person and I'm like, do I have to go back and what do I do here? And she was like, well, I guess I could go put all the items back. And I'm like, no, I'll do it.
Oh.
So I went through and delivered all of the items back to their original places.
Jackson.
And that was it. And that was my second to last day doing Instacart because I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
No one else who works for Instacart is doing that. They're abandoning the cart.
I know, but it was a thing where people were watching me. And like at this point, I'd made TikToks about being an Instacart shopper. So I'm like, these people might know who I am. I can't be a jerk in person. I can be a jerk online. I was like, I'm being a jerk right now to this person. I don't remember what your name is, but if you're out there, I hope you never get the tomatoes that you want.
She follows me. I hope she's watching this and she's like, holy crap.
$5 tip.
In Connecticut?
Obviously got no tip. In Connecticut, in New Milford, Connecticut.
It's very possible. New Milford, Connecticut, Big Y.
Ugh.
Call us.
Yeah.
Good for you though for putting them back.
I put all the items back.
We were in Marshall's the other day and I had a bunch of stuff and I was ready to just like whatever we were not getting, I was ready to hang it over a thing. And there was an employee. I'll just say she has red hair. I know you may be listening. She walked by and said hi to me and I was like, to go put this stuff back where it belongs because I was like, she saw me put those down. And then Chase will call me out. He'll be like, Mom, put it back where it came from. I'm like, damn it.
You never know who's watching.
You really should. You should put your cart back.
Yeah, you should.
You did when you were younger. If there was a bag of chips and you put it in the wrong spot, it's like
put it back.
Jackson is paving a new path for athletes. His outlook on that and what he thinks about the future, etc. What's happening in the future?
I don't know. My life's crazy enough right now where I can't even think 2 days ahead. I'm booking flights every day now to go to trips, go to events, go to obviously using our flights to go to our Bananas games.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's happening right now where I'm just enjoying the moment.
Good.
And I haven't been able to enjoy a lot of it because I'm always focused on like the next few days. So in a year from now, I could be in Europe, living in Europe. I have no idea. So I'm just taking it day by day and just having fun.
I think that's a great message in itself. You could be anywhere, getting off a plane today. You could be lounging in your hotel room, out with the boys, doing the Mexican, not talking.
Yeah. I mean, literally the quickest story ever. Like we were in the last place we were at, which I can't even remember where we were, probably think DC. And my manager reached out and was like, hey, we want you and 6 of your teammates to go to a FIFA event and we're going to pay them. We're going to give them awesome access. It happens in 2 days. Can you guys do it? I'm like, so I asked like some of my teammates, I'm like, can you guys do this with me? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, all right, you're going to get paid too. And they're paying for your whole trip. And they're like, let's go.
Cool.
So we did it, happened, got them all contracts. They all got paid. And now I'm here and I've already forgot about that. So it's like, that just happened so quick. And then, all right, on to the next.
But you're a go-getter. And I think that's the message here today is like, you've gone for everything that you've gotten in your life. You're here with me on a day that you don't need to be. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My audience is going to love you and we loved you. And this meant a lot to me and my kids. So where can we find you?
Jackson Olson _ on everything.
On everything.
Yep.
What's your favorite platform?
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we're both here because of TikTok. So that's a wrap.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Unplugged with Nicki Marie. Subscribe and stay for more. And now, without further ado, I'm going to let my kids come and get on the mic.
Stay
tuned. Subscribe.